Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Suburban Stone Age. It's 2019, and we're doing a tour of our edible food forest. We've been doing this for almost 9 years now, and we're eager to show you the progress in starting from just a typical suburban front and backyard, and how it turns out when you plant edible landscaping and you live in an edible food forest. Enjoy! It's late spring now, and this is the front planter. We've done lots of different things over the years in this planter, but right now there are roses and calendula. The roses are nice to use for potpourri and also for rose hips, and the calendula is super easy. It self-seeds, so I don't have to plant it every year, and I use the flowers for medicinal oils. So it's been a very useful plant. I just let it do its thing every year, and it's a welcome guest every spring. Here in the front yard is a view of all of our fruit trees. We have so many varieties and so many other medicinal and edible plants tucked in here and there. Last count, there were over 200 species of plants in 9,000 square feet. It's a lot going on, but we love every minute of it. Just in this brief view, you can see everything ranging from several varieties of apples to pomegranates, persimmons, nectarines. We have peaches, figs, loquats, all kinds of things. Also, there's medicinal plants such as aloe vera and chamomile, among others. We've had such wonderful rain this year after such a prolonged drought that everything is so happy. And our lawn is clover. We've gone through several iterations of a lawn. Clover is the best option so far. We'll get into more about that in a later video and share with you what we've learned. This is the parkway along the front side of the house. It's really grown in, and now it's a beautiful shady walkway lined with fruit. Neighbors walk by all the time and admire it. I get so many comments. This used to be just a traditional suburban lawn with grass on both sides, but now that it's been planted out to fruit and trees and shrubs, it's a medicinal and edible food forest wonderland. It's the most unique yard in the whole neighborhood. Here's another view of the front yard. You can see the peaches in bloom. All the trees are so happy. It's wonderful. The cool, moist environment under these trees helps keep the yard cool, provides fruit for wildlife, and for the neighbors. It's truly a magical place to live, right here in a suburban tract home. Here's a view of the backyard where we do a lot of the production and work. It's time to get the garden going for our summer garden. But as you can see, all the fruit trees have matured and are blooming. We have ponds. We've raised chickens. We have all kinds of medicinal plants living together in a community. And the amount of wildlife that comes to visit us is amazing. We've counted 37 species of bird that visit here. not to mention all the reptiles, amphibians, insects, fungi, and different types of plants that have come to call Suburban Stone Age home. In the backyard, we also have pockets of native plants that are very, very happy to see the rains this year. Everything from deergrass that are used to make baskets, to ceanothus, all the way up to tree aloe, which isn't a native, but also lots of bee and butterfly friendly plants live within the natives and provide a wonderful habitat. All of this is irrigated with gray water from our laundry system. We learned a lot during the drought and had to adapt to a very low water environment. So, although this space is very, very green, we don't have to irrigate excessively because we practice good soil management and we recycle as much water as absolutely possible. Among many of the edible plants are several types of berries and shrubs. This is a native California currant, planted alongside its European cousin, gooseberry, plus nasturtium, which are edible. The nasturtium are wonderful to see every year. I never plant them, they've just planted themselves, and I've traveled all over the yard as the years have gone by. And this is our friend, the pineapple guava, who has survived the drought right along with us and is now flowering. Those beautiful pink flowers taste like candy. You can eat the flowers or wait for the fruit. Either way, it's a wonderful drought-tolerant shrub to have. This is my garden gazebo. I spend as much time out here as I can. The deep shade is simply wonderful in the summer when it gets real hot. A few years ago, I got tired of having to buy a replacement cloth canopy, so I trained this vine, which is a medicinal Chinese herb called faux tea, to climb over the top. Problem solved. All I have to do is keep it in check. I never have to water it, and it provides the best shade I could ask for. Over here is this year's compost pile and worm bin. Behind the hay bales is where I put all our compost and clippings. It makes a wonderful, rich soil. And right behind that is the worm bin. Every day I put my coffee grounds in there, plus any scraps from the kitchen. And the worms go crazy. Any excess water drips out the bottom and waters the fruit trees. We have grapes, lemons, navel oranges, and a persimmon tree. And they love it. Here's another view of our garden. It's time to take out the onions and the garlic and put in our summer crop. And also this year, something very exciting is happening. We finally, at long last, have avocados growing. We are so happy to see them. It's our first crop in what must be 6 or 7 years of patient waiting. Almonds and cherries line the back fence and are very happy this year with all the rain, and are finally starting to take off and grow. All in all, it's safe to say I live in paradise. Having a edible landscaping and a food forest in your front and backyard is the most amazing and peaceful way to live. The neighborhood is beautiful, the plants and animals love it, and I would highly recommend you try it for yourself. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. Like and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more on all the amazing creative things we do at Suburban Stone Age. Thank you.